Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we break down the financial lingo so you don't have to. And today it's a real cracker of a filing for Byrna Technologies. Strap in because the fireworks are starting early. We're diving into a current report, which is essentially a snapshot of significant events happening at Byrna Technologies right now. This isn't some dusty annual report from months ago. No, sir, this is fresh off the press, dated July 23, 2020, 2020, 2025, telling us what's hot in their world of non-lethal defense. Now, what's the big news that warrants an immediate filing? Well, it boils down to some seriously good sales news. Byrna tells us they're seeing some impressive sales momentum. This report is all about letting us know how they're doing, and the big story here is around their sales performance, especially during some key shopping periods. Byrna Technologies, whose common stock you can find trading under the ticker BYRN on the Nasdaq Capital Market, is releasing some information that the company considers important, especially for investors keeping a close eye on their progress. This section, Regulation FD Disclosure, is where companies talk about information they're sharing publicly that could be important to investors. It's all about making sure everyone has the same information at the same time. So what's the company furnishing us with today? They are attaching a press release dated July 23, 2020, 2020. As an exhibit to this report, this press release is packed with details about their recent activity. The core of this filing, the actual juicy details, are all in this exhibit titled July Sales Update. This is what we're really here for. The press release is highlighting some really strong sales performance. They're specifically calling out their success during Amazon's Prime Day sale. Prime Day isn't just a shopping spree, it's a major indicator of consumer appetite and how well a company can capture that. Byrna is saying they did really well here. They're also shouting out their success during the July 4th holiday. This is interesting because it shows they can capitalize on specific events and holidays, not just general shopping trends. It speaks to smart marketing and product appeal. Beyond just those specific sale periods, the update is also about their broader strategy. Byrna is expanding its reach. They're not just relying on one way to sell their products. They're growing in both online shops, what they call e-commerce, which is everything from Amazon to their own website, and in physical stores, the retail channels. This diversification is key for stable growth. And of course, they're giving us a look at their recent revenue performance. Revenue is the top line number, how much money they brought in before taking out any cost. This is always a critical figure for any business. Finally, they're talking about what they're doing to keep this growth going. These are their ongoing growth initiatives. It's like they're not just celebrating the current wins, but also showing us their game plan for the future success. Now, every official filing needs a sign-off to make it legitimate. This section confirms that the right people have reviewed and approved the information. This is the official stamp of approval from Byrna Technologies, Inc. And the date of authorization for this report is July 23, 2025, which matches the date of the press release we discussed. And who is signing off on this important update? Well, it's Laura Kearns, and in her role as Chief Financial Officer, she's the perfect person to be confirming these financial and sales-related announcements. So what does this all mean? Byrna Technologies is telling us loud and clear that their sales are booming. They're hitting it out of the park during big sales events like Prime Day and holidays. And they're not just stopping there, they're actively broadening how and where they sell their products, reaching more customers through both online and in-store options. This is a company that seems to have its finger on the pulse of what consumers want and how to deliver it. The fact that they're sharing this upbeat news directly via an 8K filing in July shortly after these major sales periods suggests they want investors to know about this surge in business immediately. It paints a picture of a company that's not only performing well in the moment, but is also strategically setting itself up for continued expansion. While this filing doesn't give us specific financial numbers, that would be in a more detailed report like a 10Q or 10K. It's a very positive signal about this sales trajectory and their ability to execute their growth strategies. It's like getting a scouts report that says the star player is not only scoring a lot, but also improving their overall game and looking to break even more records. Keep an eye on their next full financial report.